This section of the river had two main structures that were actually connected to each other by three distinct break lines. One of these structures was a saddle. Now, a saddle is where you have two deep bodies of water that come close together, and the shallow section between these two deeper areas is commonly referred to as a saddle. In simple terms, it's an underwater hump with deep water on just two sides rather than all four sides. These structures are found in rivers and lakes and reservoirs and are really great structures, especially when you're talking about a walleye. Now, as I began my mapping process, I discovered that the shallowest section, or the crown of this particular saddle, was 32 feet. From there, it began to slope off both upstream and downstream until it reached a depth of about 37 feet. It was at this point I recognized a pronounced break line, and it continued to slope off then until it broke again at a depth of 42 feet. And then finally, the last break line, or we commonly refer to it as drop-off, occurred at a depth of 47 feet, and it broke into the deepest water in the area, which was 60 feet deep. Now, all three of these break lines existed, both on the upstream side and the downstream side, and it really created what I refer to as a perfect walleye structure. Now, as I continued my mapping process, the upstream side of the saddle, I noticed that these break lines continued. So I continued to follow them up the river, and as I approached the area of the train bridge, I discovered there was a secondary structure. This structure was a well-defined bar, and it just happened to be located right underneath the bridge. Now, the same three break lines that occurred at the saddle were also located at the bar. So it didn't take me long to figure it out. I had found potentially a great area to fish. All right, so now we've done the hard work. We've come out here, we've mapped our structure, we've located a saddle, we've done all our preliminary work. Now we're ready to go fishing. So I brought a couple friends with me on this trip, my youngest son Eric and my oldest son Donnie, and not very often I get a chance to have them along fishing. So I'm really looking forward to going out and doing a little fishing with them this afternoon. We feel like we've got the spots ready. We've got the fish pinned down, and the rest is going to be simple. All we got to do is go out and catch them. But this weather is really changing fast on us. Looks like it's going to storm one minute and the sun's out the next. So we're just going to go out and give her a shot and hope the fish cooperate. But we feel we've got our structure exactly pinpointed right now, so we know where to fish. And the rest is just going to be up to these guys to keep the lure right, and hopefully we'll go out and catch some walleyes. So if you guys are ready to go, let's get fishing. Another big one. Lift the rod straight up.
Yeah. Walleye man.
The boy's kicking butt on that walleye. Okay, let us take that line out like that. All right. Okay, now when she stops, go ahead and pick up. You gotta try to get him away from that boat a little bit. Okay, you got her? Okay, let's raise your rod straight up. Oh, raise your rod straight up. Yeah. Atta baby. That's my boy. That's more like it.
Look at that pig.
Right at 7 pounds. Nice fish, huh? Nice job. I guess it's Donnie's turn.
Yeah, it's definitely mine.
All right, let's see if we can get another one. It's a nice one. It's a biggie. It's a big one. Hold your rod out that way when you get a chance. Yeah, lift your rod.
There it is.
Woo! All right, partner.
All right.
That's my boy.
I was right.
No. Now there it came back. See, there it is, 8.5.
Yeah.
Nice job. Well, you finally let your brother catch one, didn't you? That was nice of you. Well, we'll put her back, huh? Okay. All right. Eric. Whee! There's your big one. There's your big one, boy. 7, 8 pounds, anyhow. Nice job, boy.
Big, 7 or 8 pounds.
Yeah, I say it's close to 8. Nice job, boy. That's what we're after. That's a big one. That's a beautiful fish. Well, Eric, since we won't mount that fish, we said 10 pounds to mount. We'll release it. Okay with you?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Oh, gee whiz.